Okay, so we're going to start recording. So welcome. This is our second class in the wellness education series. So we are talking all things nutrition and supplements tonight. So I'm really excited about this. If anybody is interested, I know we've got some note takers on the call, so I always offer it up. If you would rather have the slides at the end of the call so you can save your hand, feel free. Let me know and I'll drop you a PDF of the slides afterwards. And then we are recording tonight and I'll upload it to YouTube. And I can always send the link as well if you need it for future. So just let me know. All right, so let's dig in. So the first thing that I want to dig into, and I'm going to move us up to the top here so I can see my slides. Okay, so the first thing I want to dig into with us is, why are people around us so sick? Right? It's amazing when we think about North America as a whole. And, I mean, I can sit here from a Canadian perspective and be a little judgy of our friends to the south of the border. But I think when we look at North America as a whole, we have a sick population, unfortunately. And a lot of that is being caused by poor eating habits, highly processed foods, fast foods. We exist in this culture of quick and satisfying. Like, I want it now, I want it fast, I want it quick. And I can share from personal experience. I worked in retail for 25 years. Victoria, I know you feel my pain here when I share this, but like, years of working in malls and traveling, so being in airports and all the rest of it, like, not the best food choices were being made in my world, right? Yeah, Victoria, you're giving me the, yeah, exactly, right? So, I mean, it's so easy to like run to the food court, or, if we're not pre-planning meals, even now, when we're home, just those really poor decisions are being made. And the unfortunate part is that with these foods that are highly processed, there's a lack of nutritional benefits. So our bodies are not getting the nutrition that they need. And unfortunately, a lack of nutrition leads to all kinds of other, issues and ailments that may be impacting us in our bodies, right? And then we go in the next level, and we exist in a culture where if something goes wrong in our body, we reach for a pill, right? Like some sort of, whether it's over the counter or whatever. And there's absolutely a time and a place. Don't get me wrong. I am not anti-healthcare. I am absolutely a supporter and believer in our healthcare system. But there's also ways where we can foundationally, when something is going wrong in our body, stop for a minute and really think about, what can we be doing to support our bodies before we start to reach for, any kind of medications, right? So just something to think about. And, as we think about the nutrition that we are even taking in, if you are somebody who eats an incredible whole food, beautiful diet, I mean, bless you and bless your heart. It is like, that's a goal, absolutely. But, if you are at that level, even then, we're not getting the nutrition from our food that we would have gotten 40 or 50 years ago. And the reality of that is that our soil is depleted, right? It's, for the most part, it's been overworked, it's depleted. And so in some cases, that's impacting the nutrition of the foods that we're getting. And then also it can be as easy as how we are cooking our foods, because the nutritional value of something that is cooked versus raw food, obviously that nutritional value can be impacted when we start to cook something. So it's not the same as when when we're eating completely a raw diet. So that's something to keep in mind. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Danny. Hi, Judy. Everybody's jumping on tonight. I love it. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we know when we're not feeding our bodies with the right nutrition, your body feels depleted, right? You get that lack of energy. You probably aren't sleeping well. There's just not enough gas in the tank. And we have to think about nutrition as that gas and that fuel that's going to support our body. So nutrition is foundational, right? And I know tonight we're going to talk a lot about supplements. I'm going to share with you a lot of the supplements that dōTERRA has available to us. But really, I want us to start out with nutrition is foundational. And that, our nutrition allows our body to function optimally, right? I am a firm believer that our bodies are incredible and they are amazing. And when we feed them with the right fuel, our bodies will do incredible things, right? So when our nutrition is at its best and when we're eating optimally, we know that we experience increased energy, increased mental clarity. And the best part is that, good nutrition supports cardiovascular health, proper inflammatory responses, all of that kind of thing. And I really want you guys to think about, like, as I'm thinking about fueling our bodies, think about a big holiday meal that you've had recently, or, just even a big meal, like a highly processed meal. When you've had that meal, and I always think about like Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? Afterwards, you always feel like, oh, right? You're exhausted. You probably want a nap, and you lack all of that energy, right? And the reason for that is that our body is working overtime to digest those foods because they're highly processed and they're just not they're not supporting the way that our bodies are meant to work. Okay. So I just really want that to be foundational here, is that the nutrition is the biggest piece of it. And I'll tell you guys, from just on a personal note, this is a journey for me, 100%. I mean, I shared at the beginning, retail, food courts, airports, hotel lounges and lobbies that serve like awesome, super beautiful food that is just not good for you. Let's be honest. And at 8 o'clock at night, when you've worked 14 hours, I mean, come on, Victoria, right? Like, you've worked 14 hours, you've traveled, you've done whatever. And the girl in the hotel lobby offers you the like baked whatever pasta or the salad. Like, I don't know, like was not good in my retail career about choosing the salad. Let's just be honest. So this is a process for me. And this is definitely something that I am learning and growing with you guys on this journey. And I would absolutely share that one of my new habits that I'm working on is I am doing meal planning. So, and literally all I'm doing is I'm not doing meal planning for the whole family because I live with 3 of the pickiest eaters on the planet. So I am literally just focusing on me right now, and I'm planning lunches, because what I've realized is that as we've come through quarantine and being home, and I'm working on trying to figure out new routines working from home, I'm skipping lunch, which is just as bad as eating a really bad lunch for the most part. And so what I've started doing is on Sundays, I'm doing meal planning where I'm planning out like 3 or 4 or 5 days of lunches in advance. Because it kind of takes that decision process away, where I don't have to worry. I'm not thinking about like, oh, what am I going to have for lunch today? I know that I can have a healthy breakfast. I've got that routine down. I can grab, that whatever I've made out of the fridge and have that for lunch. And then I know, like, I'm starting to build those good, healthy habits. And what I've seen as a residual is Kyle and I are having more and more conversations now about like, what do we want to have for dinner this week? And we really mapped that out, which is great, because we were in a really bad habit of like 4:30, and the boys are looking at us like they're starving, and they're teenagers. They ate 30 minutes ago. So nobody's starving in my house, by the way. But, they're looking at us like, what's for dinner? Kyle and I are looking at each other like, I don't know, like, what do you feel like? And then undoubtedly the pizza guy shows up at the door, right? So it's nutrition is foundational, and whatever small things we can do to build those healthy habits is really what is the foundational piece that we need to be doing. Okay, so that's the first piece in this. So the next piece is supplements, right? So, and the reason why we want to be supplementing is because we aren't necessarily getting the nutrition that we need. And even when we're eating those super clean diets, or, we're doing really well and eating well, we're still missing in the nutrition that we need. So the first product, and this one is this is the baseline for me, is Lifelong Vitality. And I know that there's several of you on the call tonight that, are huge fans of Lifelong Vitality, as am I. And what I love about this supplement pack, so it's 3 products in a pack. There's the Alpha CRS, which is, this is natural botanicals to support healthy cellular function. There's the Z omega, which this is your essential fatty acid complex. So these are your omega 3, 6, 9s. And then the microplex VMZ, and this is your multivitamin. This is your vitamin and mineral. And what I love about this is a serving of LLV, we call Lifelong Vitality LLV. One serving of it is equal to 12 servings of fruit and vegetables, which is amazing. I mean, I can tell you guys, I'm, on a regular basis, I wasn't getting that many servings of fruit and vegetables in my diet. So that's an incredible piece. The other thing to note about Lifelong Vitality is that it's made from whole food sources. And why that's important is that it makes it bioavailable for the body. So oftentimes, if you've ever taken supplements or vitamins before, and if you've never done this class with me before, we talk about digestion, we'll talk about poop, we'll talk about all of the things. And so you got to get real comfortable, because when we get to women's health, this is going to go a whole other level. So just get comfortable in nutrition and supplements. But if you've ever taken vitamins before, right? Have you ever noticed that your urine can turn like a really bright orange, or like, it changes in color, right? Your body is actually eliminating that vitamin. So you're not necessarily absorbing it. So if it is not bioavailable, it's not made from a whole food source, you take that vitamin or that supplement in, and your body doesn't know what to do with it. It doesn't recognize it as a mineral or a vitamin. It doesn't recognize it as something that's going to support your body. And so it just eliminates it. And so essentially you're just paying for really expensive urine. So that's unfortunate. Nobody wants that. So the great thing with Lifelong Vitality, again, is that it is made from those whole food sources. So we're talking about land and marine sources. These are, your body can recognize them immediately and will utilize them. So these are amazing. And what I love about Lifelong Vitality, this is actually doTERRA's #1 selling product, which often surprises people. Largest essential oil company in the world, but our #1 product is LLV. And what's great about this is they believe so completely in this product and what it can do for you, is that they offer a 30-day money back guarantee. So what that means is that you can, at any point, purchase this product. So you can purchase the Lifelong Vitality supplement pack. You can try it over the course of 30 days. You can do what I call the Lifelong Vitality Challenge, or the LLV Challenge. And I actually have a little guide that you can kind of do a pre and a post assessment of how you're feeling before you start LLV, and then at the end of the 30 days. And if you don't feel better, if you don't feel like you have more energy, if you're not seeing the changes or experiencing the changes in your body that you were hoping for, you can return this product for a full money back guarantee, which is amazing. So the one thing that I always say is recognize that change takes time, it takes consistency, and it takes habit. So it really is about doing it every single day and really seeing those changes happen over an extended period of time, which is, that 30 days, right? For me, I've been taking Lifelong Vitality for about 2 years. This is 100% my desert island product. I always say, like, if I'm stranded, I'm taking Lifelong Vitality with me. And I would say the two biggest wins that I've had in taking Lifelong Vitality has been increased energy and more stable energy, absolutely. And then the second one is really around pain management. So a lot of our pain comes from inflammation in the body, and there are ingredients within the Lifelong Vitality supplement pack that support a healthy response to inflammation. And so that has been a big one for me. I suffer from lower back pain. I cracked my tailbone having my second child. And so this has been a game changer for me 100%. So I would say those are the big wins for me as we think about Lifelong Vitality. And so this is the base of my loyalty rewards order every single month. It's kind of like Lifelong Vitality, and then I go up from there. And, this is a product that is great for many different ages in your family. I will tell you that my teenager, 17, he takes a single dose of Lifelong Vitality every morning at breakfast. And then my younger one, unbeknownst to him, is taking the Microplex VMZ, because I actually open the caplets and I put one in like a smoothie or for making pancakes or that sort of thing. And so I'm adding it in so that he is getting the benefits of the Microplex VMZ as well. So the next thing to really talk about when we're thinking about nutrition and supplements is our gut health. So let's talk a little bit about gut health. So many people don't realize that our gut is critical to our immune function. 80% of health and immunity comes from our gut. So it is critical to maintain a healthy gut biome for our overall health and wellness. And so, things that will be supported out of your gut are your healthy metabolism, healthy weight. You can impact your gut and your healthy gut by, with poor sleeping habits or poor diet, as we've talked about. So there's 3 great products here that I want to talk about. And one thing I will say, just a small caveat as we get started here and digging into more of these products, several of these products are available in the US, out of the US warehouse only. It's very easy from a Canadian perspective to order out of the US warehouse. I do it on a monthly basis. So if anybody ever has any questions about that, just reach out to me individually and let me know. I can certainly help you with that. But there are several of these supplements that you'll see as we go through our US only. So with these 3 specific products as it relates to gut health, the first one is the PB Assist Plus. So this is our probiotic or prebiotic. This is all about supporting the body with good bacteria, right? We always want to be replenishing our bodies with good bacteria, especially if you've had a course of antibiotics. If you've had to take a course of antibiotics for any reason, antibiotics can be great because they go in and they kill the bad bacteria. The unfortunate thing is oftentimes they kill the good bacteria as well. And then you end up with, all of these after effects because of what that antibiotic has done to your gut. And so we always want to be replenishing our good bacteria. The great thing about this product is that it is encapsulated so that the pre and probiotics will actually get to where they are needed in your body. So the prebiotic is going to release in the stomach, and the probiotic is actually going to make its way all the way to the lower intestine, where it is going to be the most effective for your digestive system. So this is really important to note, because with a lot of prebiotics or probiotics, they're not actually making it all the way through the stomach acid. And so they're not actually getting to your intestine where they can actually be effective. And, for anybody who likes the science side of it or is already using a probiotic from a comparison standpoint, this PB Assist has 6 billion CFUs of probiotic cultures. And I would recommend with the PB Assist, this is just a personal recommendation, I would recommend if you're taking this to take this at night. Your body restores itself and regenerates while you sleep and while you rest. So it's really great for your digestive system to be thinking about doing that in the evening. Okay. There's also the PB Assist Junior. I love this one, you guys. My youngest son takes this on a daily basis. He's 12. He takes this every single day. It looks like a pixie stick for anybody that remembers, like they look, pixie sticks look like a little straw, and they were full of like powder. It was like sugar. It looks exactly like that. It's like a watermelon taste. It tastes amazing. And he loves it. So it's a children's version or a junior version of the probiotic, and it includes 5 billion CFUs, so slightly different than the PB Assist. And it absolutely is not just for children. Anybody could take it. If you are somebody who is not a fan of taking like a capsule or a soft gel or anything like that, would highly recommend taking the PB Assist Junior. And then the 3rd and final one is Terrazyme. And this is a personal favorite of mine. I take this every single day. I take Terrazyme. And so this is our digestive enzyme. So what the digestive enzyme does is it helps the body to break down foods so that you can absorb the nutrients and eliminate the bad stuff, right? So anything that needs to be eliminated by your body, Terrazyme is going to help you break that down. And I think what's interesting is that we are born with a metabolic enzyme, okay? And so in our bodies, we have digestive enzymes and we have metabolic enzymes. We're born with a finite amount of metabolic enzymes. So what you're born with is what you've got. Your body doesn't make more of them. And so our metabolic enzymes really support the cellular function in our body. The tough part with that, and why it's interesting that there's a finite amount and why we need to really always be replenishing our digestive enzymes, is because if at any point we're running low on digestive enzymes in our body, so maybe our body is struggling to process and digest the foods that we've been eating, it will steal your metabolic enzymes. So it steals metabolic enzymes. So that's why oftentimes when you are feeling sluggish late in the afternoon, and maybe you've had a big lunch or a heavy meal, highly processed foods, and you're feeling really sluggish, that's your body trying to digest those foods, and it's stealing from your metabolic enzymes to help process that food because it just doesn't know what to do with it. So by taking Terrazyme as a digestive enzyme, we're supporting our bodies and we're supporting that digestive function. So this is a product that can be taken every single day. It's available in the Canadian warehouse. Excuse me. You can take this every single day and you can take it with every single meal. So absolutely recommend one with each meal. And then if you're, if you've had a big meal, you could always take two. That would definitely be okay. But definitely something that you can be taking on a daily basis. I would recommend with any supplement, if you're starting out new, start off really slow with one, see how that goes for you, and then build based on that. Your body is going to tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like and how you respond to that. So you have to get really good at listening to your own body. So the next ones, let's see here. All right. So the next ones that we're going to go through are some additional options for supplementation. And, the one thing that I want to call out is that, we're covering off a lot of supplements tonight. And certainly by no stretch of the imagination am I suggesting that everybody take every single one of these. I think you need to really determine what does your body need at this point in your life right now, and what is going to be of the best benefit to you. So we're going to cover off a whole bunch of different ones, but you just really need to think about what is, I want you to know what's available and then make the right choice for you on which one is going to work best for you. So the first one is the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. So I do want to call out, this is available in the Canada warehouse. It is currently out of stock. So hoping that it's going to come back into stock very soon, but it is currently out of stock. But when it does, it is available in the Canada warehouse. I should also note this does not contain deep blue oil. So it is called the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex because it does support relief for pain and discomfort, aches and pains, but it does not include the deep blue oil because we know deep blue oil cannot be internalized. So we never take deep blue internally. So this oil contains this complex, I should say, contains several different ingredients. So one of them is frankincense resin. The other one is curcuminoids from turmeric, which we know both of these are very powerful in supporting healthy inflammation. So this is a great supplement that you can take on an as needed basis if you are maybe you're going through a period of like heavy exercise, or, you're dealing with some occasional aches and discomfort and pain. You can take Deep Blue on an as needed basis. You could certainly take it daily if you wanted it to be part of your regular supplement regime, but this is definitely one that you could take. And this was an easy one for us to switch out in the medicine cabinet. When I talk about ditch and switch, this was an easy one to pop in there to be able to reach for to really soothe those occasional aches and discomfort. And I'll share with you guys just a personal testimonial. I only purchased Deep Blue Polyphenol probably a couple of months ago. And over the course of quarantine and then through the summer, Kyle and I have been walking a ton. I think I've shared this with you guys. And so we're hiking like 5 miles a day, and, we're just doing a lot of walking. We really felt like when we were stuck in the house, like we needed to get out. And so we made it part of our morning routine, and my calf muscles just like went wild in the last month. Like I was dealing with so much pain. And so I was using Deep Blue Rub and Deep Blue Oil topically, but I ordered the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. And what I started doing was taking one before our walks in the morning. So I would take it about a half hour before our walks in the morning. And I really felt that it soothed that discomfort that I was feeling as we were out hiking. And I also felt like my recovery after the exercise was so much quicker. Like it really helped to support that for me. So just, a personal side note on that, because it's really been great for me, this one. I've loved it. The next one is adaptive. So adaptive calming blend capsules. You guys have heard me talk about the adaptive oil, the touch roller that it comes in. So this is the calming capsule, and the capsule is only available through the US. And adaptive, as we know, is all about calming and promoting those positive feelings, right? It is how we adapt to unfamiliar or uncomfortable circumstances. This is, it's going to help to encourage relaxation and mental well-being. I absolutely love these. When I think about it, it really is, this is targeted response. There's a ton of research that's been done on adaptive in this blend, and there's a ton of evidence to show what a targeted response this can do. And it targets right to the brain and to the center of, where we need to be calming and really promoting those feelings of soothing. It improves mood and relaxation. And this is something that you can be taking and on an as needed basis, or you can be taking these, on a daily basis. So I would recommend also experimenting with when you're taking these. So, try taking one in the morning if you're feeling anxious, or that you're going into a situation in the day where, it's going to create anxiety for you. I would, try one in the morning, and then maybe the next time you take it, try taking it in the evening, and just experiment with your body and with yourself of how you respond to it. I know many people who take adaptive throughout the day to support them during the day with dealing with, anxious feelings. But then I also know people who take it in the evening to support a really restful sleep. So different, it will support you differently. We're all very unique, right? You're one in however many billion in the world. And so by virtue of that, your body is going to respond differently. The next one is turmeric capsules. So the turmeric capsules are US only. They are currently out of stock as well. So waiting for these to come back in. And I'll share with you guys just my quick personal story on the turmeric capsules. So I was diagnosed, September of last year with tennis elbow. I think I've shared this with you guys before. I've never played tennis, so I blame years of retail on this elbow. But it literally, I couldn't hold a cup. I would pick up a coffee cup and it would just fall out of my arm. The pain was just it was like a hot poker was being put right into my elbow. It was awful. And so I was written a prescription for all kinds of anti-inflammatories and all the things, and I didn't take any of them, and really decided that I needed to do some research. So I started to research these turmeric capsules, and what I figured out and what I found for myself in my body was that it really helped to support that healthy inflammation. Because the reality was that the tennis elbow was really being caused by inflammation, and that inflammation was causing the pain in my body. Now, what's interesting about this, because I think, the benefits of turmeric are well known. There's a lot of research that's been done on turmeric, but the struggle has always been how to get turmeric into the body so that the body will recognize it and make good use of it. And so there was a lot of research done on this, a lot of science that's gone into this. And these are double chamber capsules, which means that this turmeric capsule not only contains the turmeric essential oil, but it also includes the powder from the root of the turmeric. So you're getting the benefits of both the powder and the oil. So you're getting the turmerones and the curcuminoids. So there's a lot of big words for you to take away today. But what happens is that makes this, it's been proven and shown that these are 11% more effective by virtue of the fact that they are this double chamber capsule, which is amazing. So you're going to really reap those benefits in your body. So again, it's all about supporting healthy inflammatory response. As an added benefit, turmeric is amazing to support our immunity. And I know that that's one that's really high on everybody's priority lists right now. And turmeric is a great one. The turmeric capsule is also a great one to take in combination with the deep blue polyphenol. So if you really want to give it the 1-2 punch, if you're dealing with some serious inflammation issues or pain, those would be the two that I would really target. So the next one are serenity capsules. And the serenity capsules just make me it's just Serenity capsules. I just love them. So Serenity capsules are to relieve occasional sleeplessness. They really just promote good quality sleep, right? This is all about improved sleep quality. What I love about Serenity capsules is that they don't leave you with that groggy feeling. If you've ever taken a sleep aid and you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, right? Like you can't function. You're not going to have that sense from the Serenity capsules. These are available through the Canadian warehouse. And they're not habit forming. So that's the other thing to really be aware of, is that they're not habit forming. They calm the nervous system. They help to reduce stress. So when you're drifting off to sleep, you can just have that really calm feeling to really help promote that really great healthy sleep. The other thing that I would say about sleep, you guys, is, regardless of whether you're diffusing all of the oils or you're using them topically, you're taking the Serenity capsules, having a really sort of mapped out bedtime routine. And we often talk about this. This is what I find is really interesting as women, as we get older. When we're younger, when we have kids, we're always talking about like a routine, right? Like your kids need to have a great bedtime routine and a great sleep routine. But when was the last time you sat down and really thought about your bedtime routine and your sleep routine, and what are you doing for your own personal self-care? And so I would really encourage you to think about, what does that 30 minutes before you go to bed look like? And I would encourage you to think about like putting together a really great diffuser blend, right? Like maybe it is, Serenity Oil and Balance, or Lavender and Easy Air. There's so many different ones. Setting that diffuser 30 minutes before bed, taking a Serenity capsule, 30 minutes before bed, and then turning off the electronics. Put the phone away, put the tablet away, turn off the TV, read, journal, meditate, do all the things, but, just allow yourself that moment to really calm. Because part of the issue I think that we face, especially as women, and I'm not knocking the boys, but as women, we go to bed and there's like a million things, right? The family stuff, the work stuff, the health stuff, like all of the things are going on in our brains. And if we've been consuming content, and I mean, you guys know there's so much on the internet right now, right? Like if you're on social media or you're reading the news online, like it's rare to see a good news story. And so if you're reading that stuff and you're consuming that content before you go to bed, that's what you're thinking about before you go to bed. So I just encourage you guys, sleep isn't the point of why we're here, but, I'm going to seize that opportunity to really encourage you guys to invest in your own self-care and see what that would create for you. If you did it over the next, 7 days or 2 weeks, what would a really great bedtime routine look like, and what kind of difference could it make in your overall health and wellness? Because I think you would be really pleasantly surprised. All right, so the next one is phytoestrogen and the bone nutrient. So this is the women's collection. This is available out of the US warehouse. We will dig deep into this as we get into women's health and hormones class in a few weeks. But I just want to cover off sort of briefly. This is an excellent calcium and magnesium supplement. So this is definitely something that we want to think about as women. It really helps to this combination. So these two in combination will support, so the phytoestrogen helps to balance and support normal hormone levels. So this is really important if you are dealing with any sort of severe or uncomfortable PMS symptoms. This phytoestrogen is a great one to help you support that, so that you can have a really healthy estrogen cycle. There's no estrogen in this, so I just want to call that out. I know that the name can be misleading. There are no estrogens in phytoestrogen. It just helps to balance those hormone levels. And then if you are in the perimenopause or post-menopause, this is an excellent supplement to really help balance those hormones during those times where our hormones are they're out of whack. We're trying to get them balanced again during those phases, and this is an excellent one to really be thinking about. The bone nutrient, I just want to comment on this. This is not, when we talk about magnesium and calcium and taking care of our bones, we often think about it, as we're aging. But beginning something like this when we're younger is really important, because that is when your bones are, they're developing and they're forming and there's strength. And so if you can support your body now using a bone nutrient, it's going to only support you later in life, right? Because the longer that you hold off on something like this, you're playing catch up, right? And you may get to the point, 10 years or, 20 years from now, depending on your age, where you're like, oh my goodness, like my doctor just told me that like my bone density is bad. And now you're playing catch up versus, now suggesting, thinking about something like a calcium and a magnesium supplement to really support your body. So it's great. The other thing that I want to call out about this is that it does include pomegranate extract, which is an excellent support, antioxidant support. So just an added bonus as we go through that. But we'll dig into both of these, as I said, a little bit more deeply when we go into women's health and hormones. The next one is Mito2 Max. So the Mito2 Max supports healthy cellular energy production. So this is really, that energy boost. So this is something you might want to consider taking at, lunchtime or early in the afternoon if you're feeling like you need more sustained energy. It is optimal it supports optimal mitochondrial function. So the mitochondria really support the energy in our body. That's all about cellular health or cellular energy. It really helps with efficient use of oxygen throughout the body as well. And the thing to note on this is not a harsh stimulant. So if you've ever sort of taken any sort of like energy drink or any of that kind of stuff, and you've experienced that like boost and then the really low that comes after that, you're not going to experience that with the Mito2 Max. It is a very stabilized energy source, and it doesn't have that stimulant that you might experience when you're taking like something like an energy drink or anything like that. The next one is Zendocrine Complex. So the Zendocrine Complex is all about detoxification. So this is, the Zendocrine Complex is actually part of doTERRA's Cleanse and Restore program. If anybody is interested in doing any sort of cleanse, there's a beautiful Cleanse and Restore program. Actually, one of our leaders in doTERRA runs a Cleanse and Restore. I think she does it like twice a year now. That's like a guided program, which is amazing. So if you're interested in anything like that, let me know. But this is really, this is probably not one of the glamorous supplements, as it were, but this is all about supporting like the filtering and the detoxification that needs to happen in our body. So this is about the liver, the kidney, the colon, the lungs, the skin. It really does support cleanse those organs that their function is to cleanse, right? It's going to support that. It's something that you could be taking in the morning or in the evening with meals, but it is all about detoxification. It's really about, when our organs are feeling overwhelmed, this is going to help to really support that filtering. So again, as part of a Cleanse and Restore program, this would definitely be something to consider. And then the Yarrow Palm Cellular Beauty Complex. So the name of this cracks me up, the Cellular Beauty Complex. So I love Yarrow Palm. You guys will hear all about it when we do skincare. I'm obsessed. I love the color of it. I love the smell of it. I love all things Yarrow Palm. And so when I received the beauty complex, I was kind of like, okay, well, I love Yarrow Palm on my skin, but I don't really know what this is going to do in my body. So I started to do some research. So what's amazing about the Yarrow Palm complex is that it includes vitamin C, which we all know vitamin C is amazing for our immune health. It's amazing for skin health. It also includes zinc, which is great for our immune health. It includes pomegranate seed oil. And then here's where the beauty part comes in, ladies. It includes a melon extract that was discovered in Europe. And this is amazing. So they found these melons. Some of them were ripening like really quickly, and some of them were not. And so they started to do research on these different melons, and the melons that were not over ripening or ripening too quickly had this extract as part of it. And so doTERRA was able to extract that from the melons. They're able to include that in this cellular complex, and we get to benefit from not over ripening. Which, hello, wouldn't we all love that, right? I mean, I don't know about you ladies, but like, I'm happy not to over ripen. So I will take this absolutely. But I also love the benefits of, I joke about like, I want to age backwards, but the reality is we're talking about antioxidant support. We're talking about cellular health. We're talking about metabolic function. This one has so many beautiful benefits to it. It is available through the US warehouse. And what I love is I keep this with my skincare collection. So in the evenings when I am doing, my skincare routine, I will take this and just as part of like that evening routine. But I absolutely love this one, you guys. So just think about the melon, think about the ripening, and you're going to remember the yarrow pom complex. All right, so those are all of our supplements. I'm going to get into some sample wellness boxes. I want to share with you guys though, like we've covered a lot with all of these different supplements. And again, I just want to remind everybody, I am by no means suggesting that everybody take every single supplement here, right? That would be a ton. Nobody needs to be taking that much in a single day. But I do want to suggest that, you really think about what does your body need right now and what are your personal goals that you're trying to achieve. So for me, lifelong vitality is sort of the foundational piece. And I would say if you are new to supplements, start there. Start with lifelong vitality. Use that for 30 days, see how your body responds to it, see how your energy and your digestion and your sleep and all of the things are reacting to that, or what kind of difference you're seeing in your body. And from there, you can certainly add additional supplements to target specific areas of concern or, specific goals. But this is an idea of a daily schedule. If you were at a place where you're taking, multiple different supplements, so, like turmeric and a probiotic in the morning, then for breakfast, lifelong vitality, we want to be taking that with food, our digestive enzyme. And then if you are needing that support for anxious feelings or anxiety, adaptive would be a great one. And then you can continue that through the day. Copaiba is listed here at bedtime. We'll talk about copaiba in a future class, but it is a really beautiful oil. And it also comes in a soft gel option. Okay, so I just want to run us through a couple of different wellness boxes, as I like to call them. So, as you're thinking about your loyalty rewards program and you're thinking about loyalty rewards orders, if you're looking to target a specific area, I want to give you just a few different suggestions. So if digestion is one of the goals that you're looking to target, maybe that's the reason that you were attracted to doTERRA, you're attracted to a more natural lifestyle, is you're looking to support a healthy digestion. Here are a few products. So we're talking about lifelong vitality, Terrazyme, your digestive enzyme, and then peppermint oil, Zengest, which we love, and then peppermint beadlets. So this would be an idea. These are not boxes that are like pre-created. This is just something that you could build your loyalty rewards cart however you want, but these are just some suggestions if you're targeting specific areas. The next one is energy. So if energy is something that you're looking to really improve, again, lifelong vitality, you could think about the Mito2 Max. Peppermint, you guys know I love it. I'm all over the peppermint. It's cooling, it's energizing. I love all things peppermint. Slim and Sassy, which is doTERRA's metabolic blend. It's a beautiful oil. I actually have it in my water right now. And just a side note, I will say this in every single class, so just get used to it. Women, we are not drinking enough water. So half your body weight in ounces of water every single day. Add your citrus oils to it, boost the flavor. It'll encourage you to drink more water, and it's great and it's cleansing for your body. So Slim and Sassy is a great option for that. In Canada, it's called Smart and Sassy, which the name just cracks me up, but it tastes amazing. It's like citrus and mint, so it's all good things in there. And then Wild Orange. So this is a great option. And then there's the gum, you guys. And if you haven't heard me talk about the gum before, I actually have it here in my desk drawer. I had it in my desk drawer from my children. The Slim and Sassy metabolic gum. It doesn't last as long as Excel or something like that if you're buying like regular bubble gum. But I'm a gum chewer. I love to, especially when I'm like highly concentrated. I find like if I'm chewing gum, there's just something about it that helps me concentrate. So the Slim and Sassy gum is, I'll tell you, it's very tasty. I love it. It's a good one, and you can get it through the Canada warehouse. All right, here's another one. So this is the inflammation and pain box. There's a couple of different options here. Again, lifelong vitality, because that is foundational for us, right? We're working with our bodies from the inside out. Then we're thinking about like the deep blue polyphenol, and then veggie caps, because when you use veggie caps, you can be creating your own blends using oils that your body responds really well to. So that may be something like copaiba or turmeric oil that you want to be taking internally. And then Aroma Touch, which Aroma Touch is a beautiful oil to be used as a massage oil. You can add a drop or two of it into an unscented lotion, or with fractionated coconut oil, and really massage it into your muscles and joints. It is absolutely beautiful. All right, so that wraps up our nutrition and supplements. Just a couple of last things, and then I'll open it up to see if anybody has any questions. But just a reminder, if you are new to the group and you haven't yet booked your wellness consult, please go ahead and, reach out to me and do that. Let's talk. Let's book that 30 minutes. And, I'm happy to answer any questions you have about your oils or anything that we're covering in these classes to support you in order to make sure that you are, you're making great use of those oils, right? My worst nightmare is that you make a purchase and then I find out that they're sitting on your kitchen counter getting dusty, right? Like nobody wants that. Nobody wants to invest that kind of money and then not be using them on a regular basis. So here's our wellness education series. We are now 2 classes down. Next week, we are going to be talking about toxin-free living. This is absolutely one of my favorite topics. This was something that, I really dove into about 1.5 years ago. And this is all about DIYs. So if we've got any DIYers in the group, we're going to be talking how you're going to ditch those chemicals and you're going to switch to natural products. And we're going to really reduce those toxins in our home. And we're going to talk about cleaning products, and we're going to talk about personal care products, because you guys are going to be blown away by the amount of toxins that you are exposing yourself to on a regular basis. So again, if you've got any questions as we are, wrapping up, feel free to text me. Excuse me, water. Pause, she's been doing too much talking. Okay, so just text me, call me. You guys know how to get a hold of me, but I am absolutely here to support you. And then I wrap up every single continuing education class by reminding you to use your oils. That's why you bought them, right? Use them, experiment with them, have fun with them. And then I always want to, encourage you to share them. If you are new in your journey with essential oils, now is the time to share them with other people, right? As you are learning, share what you're learning with other people. You will, as you use your oils, I promise you, you will become so much more adept to hearing people say like, oh, I have a headache, or, oh, my stomach's upset. You have solutions. Now, even if you are brand new, you have solutions. So I really encourage you to share those oils, and that, if there is anybody who is ever interested in learning more about how to share the oils and how to teach the oils, I am happy to connect with you at any time to discuss that, and really to share with you, because I believe this is truly a movement that we are working towards. So with that, I'm going to open us back up to gallery mode here. So hold on 1 second. And all right. So I see we've got some stuff going on in the chat. Do we have any questions? Nadine's favorite are the Serenity capsules. Yeah, girl, me too. Me too. Oh, it's all about Serenity in there. You guys are loving Serenity in there. I love it too. Hi, Audie. I didn't even say that you joined. Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Good. All right, everybody. So I gotta get my phone, because you guys know what we do, right? Nadine, welcome, but we take photos. This is how we roll here. But Victoria just did like a little flip of the hair, she's getting ready. She knows. She knows. All right. Smile. All right, awesome. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm so glad that you guys take time out of your day. Oh, thanks, Jess. I appreciate that. You're sweet.
Good class.
Thank you, Danny. We've got all areas of the country represented. We are literally tonight from east with Nadine to west in Vancouver with Danielle. So I am so psyched, you guys. We've got Alberta represented, Ontario represented, BC represented, the East Coast represented. We have gone national, people. This is exciting.
That's great.
This is exciting. So I hope everybody learned a lot tonight. I'm super excited for us to join into toxin-free living next week. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're interested in the PDFs, I'm happy to send those out. Okay? So have an awesome night, you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.